Welcome back, Nick Lenz. Comic Corner Classics as Non-Classic. This episode number 1059, Doubleshot number 993. 53. Got two DC trades for you, both of them Batman related. First up is Deathstroke, Volume 6, Arkham. Yep. This collects Deathstroke Volume 4, issues 36 to 40. Yeah, a 5-part story. Now, it's kind of weird that they list this Volume 6, even though you can kind of count this as Volume 7, because you had Deathstroke vs. Batman was the previous trade. And yet, this one is listed as Volume 6. I have no idea why. This deals with what happened at the end of, not the previous arc, the Fall of Slade arc, where Slade is sent to Arkham Asylum. Is he put in a straitjacket like he was in that one? Nope, he's just kept in a padded cell, and apparently using drugs to suppress his powers, which, that's weird. Why the heck would they want to do that for? Yeah, and it's also quite puzzling, though, of why the heck he's in Arkham Asylum in the first place. I mean, I get the reason why. Now, in story, there's a reason why they want to basically leave him insane. Just to get rid of Deathstroke. That's simply the way it is. Yep. Now, he's in the asylum for pretty much almost the entire storyline, up until the very end. At various points, you think you see him escape, but it's just Jericho posing as him. Yep. It's particularly a little odd. Now, I do love the cover image of him basically interacting with like a lot of the big Batman villains, like Two-Face is in here. Now, you see in the cover, you see that Joker's in the cover. Is he in the actual book? The answer is no. He is actually not in the book. We also see, like, Scarecrow does kind of appear in the book, plays a minor role. Killer Croc, actually that's Solomon Grundy, and a few other characters. Yeah, mostly we had just basically just Deathstroke at Arkham Asylum. Yeah, and also he's ripping apart his ceiling in his cell. I'm like, how the heck is that possible? Yeah, and how they keep him here is quite bizarre. See, the way to express his powers is via drugs. Why? No idea why. Yeah, oh yeah, how does he break out of Arkham Asylum? Jericho possesses Solomon Grundy. Yep, Solomon Grundy. To break him out. And apparently nobody else except for Two-Face. Two-Face got out too somehow. But all the ending of this particular storyline did was set up a crossover with Teen Titans, the Terminus contract. That's pretty much what the storyline was. What it did, it just set up for that particular storyline, which apparently leads to the death of Deathstroke. Yep. Basically, this storyline has been a step down from what basically Christopher Reeve's been doing since the start of this particular run. Though it's going to get quite odd with the next crossover. I'm going to get this one roughly a 8.5 out of 10. Like, you're probably thinking, really? An 8.5 for a Deathstroke trade? That's kind of low, even for you. Yeah, but there's not much right home about when it comes to this particular story arc. Next up, it is Catwoman, Volume 2, Far From Home, collecting Catwoman, Volume 5, issue 713, and the annual. Now, here's the odd thing of how this trade is set up. Is that you have 7, 8, and then 10, 13, the annual, and then issue 9. 9 has nothing to do with the storyline in here. It's just a standalone issue, not even written by the main writer of the series. Nope. It's a filler issue done by... What's the name of this writer? It is... Ram V. I don't know who this is. Now... The main story is her basically tying up the whole storyline with that crazy woman. Yeah, they kind of wrapped this up in here, mainly because the fact that the book is going to tie into the Year of the Villain stuff. Because why not? Yep, also the woman's son who was running for office, he gets killed by his own mother. How? Throat slit. We also briefly heard Catwoman tangle with the Penguin. I'm like, yeah, she tangled with him in the previous film, so I guess Julia Jones like, why not? Oh, by the way, does he interact with Batman in this trade? I mean, Batman was seen in the previous trade, not in this one. Nope, he's nowhere to be seen. He's mentioned a few times, but he's not seen. Also, we have a guy who's interested in Selina sexually. It goes nowhere. She is not interested in him at all. She's more interested in Batman. She doesn't say it, but that's pretty much what she's doing. The thing ends with an appearance by Lex Luthor, giving her an offer that will lead to and that pretty much will be the next story arc. I gotta say, the arc is not bad per se. It does continue this book a little well. hmm Yeah, the annual is just something that's just there for Catwoman. Yeah, though it had been a while since the last Catwoman annual came out. The last one came out was part of the Giovanni Valentine run about 4 years ago. Yeah, that was also the last known time they had one. Yeah. Now, in the final issue of the storyline, in issue 13, for some reason, Selina is actually, well, there's not in this issue here, in the annual, I'm not really sure why this is in the annual, but she's not wearing her costume that she does wear in the actual series itself. It's her taking on a woman who criticizes her on the internet. That's simply what the story is. And what outfit does Selina Kyle wear? Why, it's her post-Flashpoint look. Yeah, it's the first look she had in this current continuity. Yeah, I'm not really sure of why they decided to do this for, but they did, just for this annual itself. Yep. And here's the thing. The issue of the actual main series that comes right after this one, she is, well, battling, she's basically, the whole thing with issue 9 is that it's just a gambling issue. That's simply what it is. Her basically wearing her serious costume. I'd say this actually is okay. I mean, it's a little bit more interesting, let's say, what happens in Deathstroke. Deathstroke was, to me, a step down from what Christopher Priest had been doing with the book. Yeah, and the artwork is not done by Larry Hama. The artwork is done by a few different artists on here. It's done by 3 different artists. The main one is Fernando Pesarian, Carlo Pelagian, and Ed Baines. Yeah, and Francisco Matita does this cover art. It's really good. I love this cover art. I mean, that's the best thing about this story is the artwork is fantastic. This one, the story is a little more interesting than what goes on in the pages of Deathstroke. And I think this one is a slight step up what the series started off with, which I do appreciate that. And now we're going to go to the interesting one. I'm really enjoying the Year of Villains. I'm giving this book roughly a 9 out of 10. Yep. Now, I know our friend Tibia is not a big fan of the Year of Villains stuff. He thinks that shouldn't be more crossovers, but the thing is, Scott Snyder has developed this crossover so well since it started back in the Year of Villain one-shot, and of course, in Justice League 25. It's developed really well. Though here's the thing, like, it seems like every single DC ongoing series in the main DC universe is basically tying this to this particular crossover. The other books are not as Batman, Superman, and Shazam. Yeah, those only 3 are not. Yep. But yeah, not much else to say about these 2 trades. They're both pretty good. Yeah. So that's it for this particular review. I'm gonna quickly do one more video, and that will be it today. Okay. Gonna be 2 Marvel trades. Yep. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.